this week's recap of Survivor Worlds Apart.
All right, Mike's in trouble. Oh my God.
If he doesn't get immunity at this point, he's out. He used his hidden immunity idol. This is it.
He's public enemy number 1.
Well, Dan has no interest in working with Mike. No interest.
No, he thinks he's too cocky. All right, so Carolyn and Mike want Dan out.
They're like, he's got that advantage. He's kind of a threat. We should get rid of him.
Carolyn totally drops a truth bomb on Mike and is like, yo, it's an extra vote he's got.
Yeah, so we need to get that out of here. And Mike's just
God.
like, what? What?
I love how Mike's voice changes from, to like a regular guy, like Gomer Pyle-ish voice.
It could be like a mood thing. He's like a mood ring, but he's got like a mood voice.
All right, well, it's time for the reward challenge, and it's 2 teams of 3.
Okay, it's an obstacle course with a puzzle at the end.
Oh no! It's always an
What are
obstacle
the
course
chances?
with a puzzle.
All right, well, it's a big reward this week.
It's a chopper tour.
And
surf and turf feast.
Ooh, so Jeff points out, Rodney, you're still the only loser in the bunch. You haven't been on a reward yet.
You're the only one.
Rodney's like, yeah, I was really upset when they didn't take me out on my birthday. I was supposed to have a birthday party. They're supposed to take me on a reward.
All right, Rodney.
Reward.
All right, so the one team of 3 is Dan, Sierra, and Rodney.
Right?
And Mike, Carolyn, and Will. So during the reward challenge, Rodney tried to cheat. He started...
Sort of, yeah. You had to stay in each section until everybody was
Jeff
through.
says, you may proceed.
So he started trying to do the puzzle before they had all the pieces.
That's right. That
Jeff
was a
like,
no-no.
Get your butt back.
All right, so this turned into a debacle.
Yeah. Jeff let everybody know this final puzzle phrase is going to be a common phrase in Survivor history. So, you should know it immediately.
Well, the thing I think that really tripped them up was the word fixins. They were all of a sudden doctorates of English and proper grammar and language.
Yeah, but this is Survivor. This phrase is freaking... It's a big deal. So the puzzle ended up taking forever.
At first they checked in at 30 minutes. Jeff was like, you guys better get your ass together.
45 minutes?
Come on, I gotta meet my son for lunch.
It starts turning into Celebrity Jeopardy. This is the sound a doggy makes.
This is your name.
Oh my
This
God.
is any letter.
Yeah.
After an hour, Carolyn was like, it's effing fixins, which really was horrific for Dan, Sierra, and Rodney because Sierra suggested the word fixins, and Dan was like, no, it's not that.
But my favorite suggestion was from Rodney, a reward that will fix wishing.
It was actually...
A dream is a wish
your heart makes. All right, so it was a reward with all the fixins.
Right, so Carolyn, Mike, and Will are the winners.
And Carolyn, when presented with Jeff saying, Rodney said, are you going to give it to him or what?
Carolyn was like, let me think about this for a sec. So they go through the pros and cons. She's got this out on the table that it's a possibility, and then she's like, nope, I'm going to keep it for myself. She waved it in front of his face.
Oh, it was so good.
Woo!
All right, well, the chopper arrives, and it's Mike's first time on a chopper. Being an oil driller, I'm a little surprised.
Oh no.
But
on the reward.
Yes. Mike proposes a final 3 deal.
He's trying to make some moves. He's like, final 3, right here. We got white collar, blue collar, no collar. Let's do it.
Yeah, guys, we really should have a final 3 here.
Yeah. Well, Will is just like, yeah, I'm gonna say no.
Yeah, because he's got a final 3 with Mama C, but he don't want one with you, Mike. You're too dangerous.
I'm really surprised, though, that he would even say no. I feel like when you're presented with a final 3, you say yes, and then you just turn on it.
Exactly.
Who does that?
Will.
All right, well, back at camp, Rodney is pissed.
Yeah, revenge is gonna be sweet. This is on. So Dan goes skulking around. He's like, you two take some naps. I'm gonna go
look around.
I'm gonna go skulk around. He finds 2 melons growing.
What is that? What is?
I guess it was like some sort of like cantaloupe type thing. It looked like a pumpkin, but I guess it was actually some sort
it was
of a
like
melon.
green.
Greenish, yeah, like a cantaloupe.
Yeah, so they chow down on those, and they're just like, yeah. And Rodney's like, man, this melon's got me feeling some type of way. I love that phrase right now for some reason. I don't know why, but it's hilarious.
All right, well, when everybody gets back from the reward, Mike approaches Sierra and is like, you think you could work with me?
Nope. What is with these people saying no?
Oh my god. Well, let's get to the immunity challenge.
Okay.
It's the old table maze.
You gotta throw your grappling hook to retrieve 3 bags with balls. You take one of those balls, put it in a table maze, and that's it.
Mike
You gotta get through the maze.
was way ahead. Oh my god, I hope I don't drop this mouth stick. He always has a piece
He
of
had
wood
the
in
stick
his
of
mouth.
power. I'm not putting that in my mouth.
Rodney totally sucked.
Oh my god,
He
was
couldn't
awful.
even use the grappling
He kept
hook.
like digging it into the ground. He was like throwing it into the ground. Dan was all, I suck at life.
Yeah. It really came down to Sierra and Dan. I mean, Sierra
And
and Mike. But
The three
Dan
of them.
was in there too. Dan was really kind of sucking, actually.
Yeah, so Mike was right in that like final section,
Forever.
and then Sierra freaking busts through, and she gets to the same spot, and it's just like,
Almost crapped our pants.
but then Mike pulled out
Collectively.
the win.
Oh, thank God.
Woo!
All right, guys, I want immunity again. All right, so Dan, when he gets back to camp, wants Carolyn out. He's like, are you voting for Carolyn? You.
Carolyn!
She's gone.
So then he walks away, and everyone's just like, so Dan, right?
And Mike tells Dan, you know what? They want you out, dude, and I could totally save you. And Dan is like,
Dan is
No.
so freaking cocky about it. He's like, how dare this person try to save me?
it's
was
like
so weird.
Dan is so cocky, yet he accuses Mike of being cocky.
Yeah.
I could save you. I could save you. All right. So then when Mike is turned down, he goes to Carolyn.
He's like, guess what? They're coming after you this week. And she's just like, what? Maybe they're just lying to you. What?
No,
What?
look, they're sleeping in the shelter, not a care in the world. You're gone.
Uh-oh.
Bye-bye. So she's like, maybe.
Yeah, she's got to think about it. So it's time
Not
for
stupid.
tribal council.
All right, Jeff wants to know with his probe sting, who do you trust? Who do you love?
I don't know, but one of the 5 is definitely going home this week because Mike has immunity.
Well, he asked the right person. He said, Rodney, what's up with this trust thing? Who do you trust?
Rodney's just like, reward and my birthday and what? I don't know.
I haven't eaten in like 3 weeks.
Yeah, so then he's like, yeah, it's hard spending all this time with these people. I love my mom, but I can't spend all 24 hours with her. I just want to punch her in the face, and I love her. And what was the question again? What?
So after Carolyn hears that he's like, yeah, you make an alliance, and then maybe you make another alliance, but you just go with your alliance.
She's nervous.
Of course, who wouldn't be? She's relying on a doofus.
Yeah.
So Dan is a little bit worried too. He knows he's on the chopping block. He doesn't know Carolyn has an idol.
Nobody knows.
Except Tyler, and he's sitting on jury.
Okay, so then Jeff is like, what's the deal with, like, idols and advantages? Like, what's up with that?
Dan doesn't know what to do. He's like a metronome. He's going back and forth.
You could either make a move or not make a move. Or just sit here and look like whatever.
All right, so it's time for the vote. Everybody votes.
Then Dan's like, wait, I've got something to say.
And he's like, I'm going to use my advantage.
Yeah, so Carolyn's all like, oh, are you? Okay. So then Carolyn plays her hidden immunity idol, and everyone's just like, bleh.
Nobody knew. Dan totally crapped his pants. He was like, oh, you
Yeah.
got me.
So, turns out Carolyn's alliance did turn on her, but Carolyn and Mike both voted for Dan to go.
All right.
So Dan is out.
Wow, that was
It was pretty
one
sweet.
of the most
It was
satisfying,
exciting.
yeah, this
Exciting
season,
stuff.
because there was a lot of like letdowns this season. Next time is the 2-hour finale. It's gonna be huge.
Let us know in the comments who you guys are rooting for. Let us know.
And until next time, much love.
Edit.